time in the Abraham series. Story number 10, God Rescues Lot, taken from Genesis chapter 19, verses 1 through 29. This narrative takes place in the early evening of the same day as the previous two. When Lot originally chose the Jordan Valley for himself, the narrator made this comment: "Now the men of Sodom were extremely wicked, and sinners in opposition to the Lord." Other comments in the Genesis account show Lot's progressive relationship to his new neighbors. Originally, Lot pitched his tents near Sodom. Later, we find Lot living within the city of Sodom. As this narrative opens, we find Lot sitting in the gate of Sodom. The city gate was the place where city leaders heard disputes, made decisions, and witnessed business transactions. One cannot help but wonder how far Lot had fallen to hold such a position in light of what unfolds before the night ends. After this account, Lot is only mentioned one more time in Genesis. The final scene finds Lot living in a mountain cave with his two daughters. On successive nights, each girl has incestual relations with their father after getting him so drunk on wine he is unaware of what happened. The sons born from this incident become the patriarchs of two nations, the Ammonites and the Moabites. However, the following account takes place first. The two angels came to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gate of Sodom. When Lot saw them, he went out to meet them, and bowed down with his face to the ground, and said, "My lords, please come into your servant's house, stay the night, and wash your feet. Then you can get up early and continue on your journey." But they said, "No, we'll spend the night in the city square." But Lot insisted, so they did as he asked, and went home with him, and entered his house. And Lot prepared a feast for them, with unleavened bread, and they ate. But before the men could lay down, all the men of Sodom, the young and the old, came from every part of the city and surrounded the house. And they called out to Lot, "Where are those men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us. We want to have sex with them." So Lot went out and spoke to the men gathered at the entrance and shut the door behind him. I beg you, my brothers, don't act so wickedly. Listen, I have two daughters. Both are virgins. I'll bring them out. You can do anything you want to do with them. But leave these men alone, because they have come under the protection of my house." But the men of Sodom replied, "Get out of our way." And they said, "This man came to live here for a while, and now he wants to be the judge. We'll treat you worse than them." And they forced Lot back against the door to break it down. But the angels grabbed Lot and pulled him back into the house and shut the door. Then they struck the men at the entrance of the house with blindness, all of them, from the youngest to the oldest, and they wore themselves out, groping to find the door. Then the angels said to Lot, "Do you have any other family in this city? Sons-in-laws, sons, any other daughters? If you know anyone else in the city, get them out. We are about to destroy this place. The outcry before the Lord against these people is great, so the Lord has sent us here to destroy it." So Lot went out and spoke to his sons-in-law, who were going to marry his daughters. "Get up! Get out of here! The Lord is about to destroy this city." But Lot's son-in-laws thought he was making fun of them. About sunrise the angels urged Lot, "Get out! Take your wife and your 2 daughters that are here, or you are going to be swept away when the city is destroyed." But he continued to wait. So the angels grabbed Lot and his wife and 2 daughters by the hand, and because of the Lord's mercy, helped them escape and brought them outside the city. Then one of the angels said, "Run for your lives. Don't look back or stop anywhere in this valley. Escape to the mountains, or you will be destroyed." But Lot said to them, "Oh, no, my lords. Listen, you have already shown your servant how much you care, and your mercy has certainly saved my life, but I can't run to the mountains. The destruction will overtake me, and I'll be killed. Look, this little city is close. Let me run there. Let that be my escape. It's so small, and you will save my life." So the angel said to Lot, "Okay, go there. As a favor to you, I won't destroy the city you're talking about, but get there as fast as you can, because I can't do anything until you get there." And that's why the city is called Zoar, or small. By the time Lot arrived at Zoar, the sun was already up. Then Jehovah rained down fire and burning sulfur upon Sodom and Gomorrah out of heaven. And the Lord destroyed not only those cities, but the entire valley, the inhabitants of the city, and everything that grew on the surface of the ground. But Lot's wife, who was behind him, looked back, and was turned into a pillar of salt. Early that morning Abraham went back to the place where he had stood before the Lord, and he looked down toward Sodom and Gomorrah, the land of the Jordan Valley. Abraham looked, and smoke was rising like a furnace from the surface of the ground. So it happened. The Lord destroyed the cities of the valley. But God remembered Abraham, and sent and rescued Lot out of the midst of the destruction, though he did destroy the cities where Lot had lived. In the Abraham series, story number 10, God rescues Lot, taken from Genesis chapter 19, verses 1 through 29.